zone's checkered, so too the crowd. A mirror image to prove that they will give their all for Tennessee. It's the USC Trojans and the Tennessee Volunteers. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
I caught up with the USC head coach before the game. This is a crucial moment in their season. They've got to decide what type of team they are. They're finding ways to lose close games, and they've got to get their first win in conference play. Coach says it's crucial that they get off to a good start here today. He wants focus, communication, and more dominance and physicality at the line of scrimmage. I'll keep you posted on how they look down here from the field level to start the first quarter. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Snagged in the middle, it's Anderson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Offense still out there, lining up quickly on fourth down. Still running at the 40.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On fourth down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Taylor wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield.
Let's not complicate this. My man is better than your man. Find your matchups and go get it.
Neyland Stadium alive. A cauldron of orange noise on third down. A run for the quarterback. And the ball's free in the backfield. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Might have a chance. He's at the 10. Takes it in. Touchdown, Tennessee.
And that's just the guy you want to find that football. The ball's loose. Who do you want to get it? One of your little fast guys. The defensive back picks it up and turns on the afterburners. Takes it all the way back for the touchdown.
And they tacked on the extra point. So the kick goes out of bounds, and the ball will be placed at the 40 to start this drive. Looking to throw on first down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
Knocked off his feet.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Here on third down for this offense. Taylor wants to throw. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
I wonder if there's just a little bit of rust with this offense right now coming off the bye week, right? They just haven't been able to get clicking in this game throwing the football. They're going to have to find that mojo and get back into a rhythm here pretty quickly.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like...
Fires toward the end zone. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Looking for more room. Inside the 50. The 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown Volunteers. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring.
Oh, they blocked the extra point. Now he can return this.
The attempt at the two-point conversion is no good. That keeps the score. Tennessee 13, USC 0. Number 97, set to kick this one.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Fights off a defender. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Man, I really love the way this guy looks when he's toting the rock. You think about all the high school kids out there who dream about one day donning a USC jersey and being the starting running back for the Trojans. There's so much competition, not just in the state of California, but nationally, to come to this school and be the guy, to be RB1. He's on the field for a reason. This guy is unique. He's got speed and vision. What a weapon.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Gonna run it, it's Riley. Makes him talk to the hand. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. They want to run it left here. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Here comes the Wildcat. Watch out here. On the snap, it's Miller. He's not quite going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs as the defense stops him a few yards short. Offense in the sumo set with the big boys. The give to the back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Creates a little room. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Watching this Tennessee running back, man, he just runs with so much purpose, and it reminds me of guys that I used to play against, Jamal Lewis and Travis Henry, two great ball running backs that used to really test the physicality of our Gator defenses in some of those great games we had back in the late 90s. This dude right here, man, he just wears you down every single carry.
That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. They've got a first down here to open the period. Might as well give it to him again. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll run it. It's Bishop. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The Volunteers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Working that left side now. Touchdown ball! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They've extended the lead and taken control here in week 9. That touchdown gives this team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out, start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time, but you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air, or you've got to be more physical up front.
The give is to Miller. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Makes a grab and room to run. He's out of bounds at the 38-yard line.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
After the 7-yard completion, it's now 2nd and 3. Rides the back and leaves it. Maybe some room here. Touchdown USC! this back, staying on track and getting it in on the option. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's perfect. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And he punctuated that drive by ripping off a 38-yard run for 6. Fielded in the end zone, it's Martin. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The run inside. It's Bishop. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Motion from the back. On the direct snap, it's Bishop. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped.
And you're trying to get the ball to your running back in space, and a really good job tossing it on the perimeter. What do you need? You need to set the edge. You got to do a good job with your offensive line. And then you need perimeter blocking out wide to hold their own. Do a good job, hold their own. Nice positive gain, nice positive toss play.
And the Volunteers will line it up on 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Defense storming into the backfield, making the stop behind the line of scrimmage, and it's 3rd down. The Trojans use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Man, those last 2 plays were disasters, and now it's 3rd and 17.
Freeze! Here we go. Where did he go?
Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by USC. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Gets it out of there for the first time today, and didn't see much of him. That loss a week ago, called on just once. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Taylor wants to throw it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Makes the catch. It's Riley. There he goes. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Bishop. Now the toss. Across the 25, he's got room. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at Penn State taking on the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers.
He'll bring it out to the 33-yard line, and that's where he stopped, and that's where they'll put it to play.
And it's the Nittany Lions trying to close out what would be one of the toughest wins of the season. And that's a big statement considering this team is already 6-1. Let's see if they have what it takes. Let's check in now on some of the other action today as the landscape in this sport truly is ever-changing.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Here's the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense picks it up. Scooped it. Scored it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
They're winning the game, and the defense is helping out their own cause. That's the 2nd time in this game they've recovered a fumble and taken it in for a touchdown. We know they're opportunistic, and they pride themselves on being athletic and being physical, but they're showing you why you cannot make mistakes and cough the football up when you play them.
They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. Give to the running back. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it, and what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but, man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella. Get the 6. Get the pick 6.
The Trojans decide to use their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. It'll be 3rd and long.
Here we go.
From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long.
Sweet. Go! Go!
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Slings it downfield. He's picked off and he's thrown a dozen of them.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Taylor wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal. The Trojans want to crank the tempo. Just going to keep it after the snap. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal. Running inside. It's Riley. He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th down, and let's see what the decision is here.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I love the run game down here. I love being able to give it to a back and be able to trust him. Listen, he doesn't have any touchdowns on the season, so I know he's wanting to punch one in. And down here, giving me the opportunity. Let me prove myself, so I love the big fella getting the football.
And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the 1 on 4th down. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Trojans!
I think most coaches on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big 4th down conversion.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Fielded in the end zone. It's Martin. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Fires to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And the defense getting a hand in there on third down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
The Vols decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the tailback. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Finding some room. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Caught behind the line. It's Anderson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Taylor wants to throw it. Here's the pressure. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time. Getting hit as he's trying to throw the football, you've got to protect.
He's got it way down the field. All the way. Touchdown, USC. Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they cover the final 54 yards with the explosive play in the passing game for 6.
Number 47, set to advance on the football.
He'll bring it out. It's Martin. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Sends it back in motion. He'll start this drive firing. Catch in the middle, it's Jackson. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
Here we go. Ready, go.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bishop. Could be an alley. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. This time he wants to throw. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
Well, if you could give a helmet sticker to this defensive coaching staff, they would get one because of the plan they've had for this guy at wide receiver. He is one of the best in the entire country with his speed and his athleticism, but they have had a plan for him. Whether it's man coverage, zone, they've been able to double him, they've been able to change up the looks, and they have not been able to get him involved in the game, and that's why they're going to win this one.
He tries to take the top off. Makes the catch. They will score. Touchdown, Tennessee. The ball straight back for the touchdown.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And he puts through the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. Coming out with it, it's Lockhart. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of the game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few first downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
Powers through the defender. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
And this defense and their team, honestly, has just built some momentum here in this fourth quarter, man. And I'm interested to see this offense and if they can respond, if they can be physical, if they can run the football, they can make some plays here in this fourth quarter.
Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
How about that? You don't see those, touch passes go for negative yards.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. They stop him short, and now they'll get the ball back here in the 4th quarter.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
Blast is way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
The offense has plenty of time, and this defense trying to dig in and get one more stop and hang on to this lead. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He is stopped right at the 21-yard line, and now it'll be 4th down and decision time. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Takes a hit as he fires. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. 4th down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Maybe a crease. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game. That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Breaks into the open. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Timeout is called. It's the 2nd charge to Tennessee. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. The Vols will now use their final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He unleashes a long one. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
And this offense stays aggressive, and listen, everybody likes it when it works. But now you are leaning on your defense, and this thing just got interesting.
He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense, and I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go, so you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play.
Going downfield for the big play. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
And those are the plays that you worry about as a defensive coordinator, man. Not getting beat over the top, but not just by any guy, but by a guy that can fly. And they've been worried about it all game long. Their game plan has been steered toward that, and right here they execute at a really good...
Going over the top. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here.
And how about the defense coming up with a big play late in this football game? Offense trying to put something together. But, man, they anticipated pass. They played with great vision in the back end, broke on the football, Palmer, and they called game.
Yeah, they had the lead. They knew the offense was probably going to have to be throwing the football to try to get back in this thing, and everybody's eyes on the QB. What a great job jumping in front of the pass. Forget knocking it down. Catch the ball, pick it off, end the game.